All right, well, I'm going to do this short Indian Tales just for Jackal.
All right.
Because he's been a little bitch all night.
Yeah, no shit. What a fact.
Yeah. So here you go.
Wendell, this is your boss, your employer. I command you to come back to work. The Penske files are piling up on your desk, and your TPS reports are overdue. I will forgive your absence because you are a radio jockey, but you must kiss all 4 arms of Ganesha and bring me 1 pound of curry as penalty. I will expect your service Monday morning. Do not disappoint me, Wendell.
All right. Well, getting back to this hot topic that's just kind of encapsulated, at least here in the United States, about this whole racial divide.
Okay.
I've had enough time to think about, this quote unquote racism.
Yeah.
And again, for me personally, even analyzing everything that goes on in, these troubles that we seem to encounter with racial, that are claimed to be a racial problem.
Sure.
They're not racist. It's behavioral problems.
Oh yeah. Every time. And I just wish, and the media will never do this because this is what they thrive on is controversy. Mm-hmm.
But it's behavior all the time.
Right.
And this next story I'm going to relate to you here has nothing to do with, doesn't have anything to do with skin color.
Okay.
Or race. This has to do with behavior.
All right.
So once again in Lucknow, Lucknow, India.
Okay.
Lucknow.
Yeah, I visit there all the time.
Sure. 2 brothers in northern India, and let me give you a little background about India, if you weren't aware of it already.
Yeah.
In northern India, they're considered the quote unquote the smart ones.
The northern Indians?
The northern Indians. They're considered the smart ones. They're the doctors, they're the engineers, they're the entrepreneurs, the people who make money. They're the upper echelon of Indians.
So those are the people that ship all their pennies south so that dummies will have something to eat?
Well, these are the ones who are of means.
Okay.
The Indians of means are from the north.
What do they do if they have a stupid kid?
Well, I'm just telling you that traditionally,
okay,
for the northern Indians, those are the ones who are the affluent.
They don't ship their dummies out, though.
Well, I can't answer for that.
Oh,
I'm just telling you that from what I understand,
yeah,
people from northern India are the quote unquote the affluent ones.
So the people in the south are the ones asking for a 15 ruble per hour.
Well, the people in the south are in the service industry.
Yeah.
They're the waiters, they're the cab drivers, they're the the valets.
They serve a burger curry.
Exactly.
Okay.
They're in the service industry.
Right.
So and that's how they categorize people in India. The people from India categorize people from India.
Is India big? Like, I know Korea, we could drive back, north to south in 4 or 5 hours or something. Is India bigger than that?
I would say that it's probably about comparable.
So it's small.
Yeah, it's not like the United States.
I mean, it's not like even a state. It's like Pennsylvania, maybe?
Maybe.
Okay.
But even in India, the people who live in the north have a prejudice against the people from the south.
All right, like it. I mean, that's terrible.
It's almost like the northern people in the North here, they're the Yankees, and the people in the South who fly the Confederate flag, they're the unsophisticated
nigger haters.
More or less, yes.
Okay, now I get it.
Okay, almost the same thing.
But instead of skin color, they justify everything in cash amount.
More or less, yes.
Okay,
you get it.
Yeah, I got it.
Because during my time working for the Indians,
yeah,
they were shocked
and outraged.
Well, I don't know that they were outraged, but they were shocked.
Yeah,
when they encountered somebody from southern India who actually advanced themselves to be an engineer.
But did they do it in India or here?
They came here and became an engineer.
I see.
They went to our schools and whatnot.
Right. And they were shocked.
They were shocked that a South India person was able to raise their level of competence to a Northern India status.
What a society of fucking boobs.
I agree. But seriously, because I know I've said this on the show before.
Yeah.
That, during some of the, what do you want to call it, trade shows?
Yeah.
That I went, the India people would approach my Indian bosses.
Yeah.
To discuss, the product and whatever.
Okay.
And they would say, well, where are you from? And they would say, well, I'm from such and such a village or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And it would be a southern India town.
Okay.
And then when the guy would leave and they go, that guy was from such and such and he's an engineer, like surprised.
Holy smokes.
And so like we would be driving back from like the trade show in the car and they would be having this discussion like between the Indian brothers.
Right, sure.
And they would say, hey, that guy from such and such a town, he's from, southern India.
Right.
And they would say, yeah, he's an engineer. Like they were surprised that this guy could raise his profile. And and of course, in my smart ass way, I would go, peasant. And they would laugh and laugh like they never heard anything so funny.
Right. You were like, and meanwhile, you were like, who the fuck are you, Magoo?
Exactly.
Shut the fuck up.
But I would do that just to see what their reaction was.
Right.
And to them, for me to say peasant was like here in the States saying fucking nigger.
Right. But meanwhile, these same guys that were laughing at somebody else's success.
Yes.
Would fucking squeeze you to fucking not pay you for the mileage that you drove in your car.
Right.
Who's the fucking peasant now?
Exactly.
Fucking Indian rich cunts. And I'm using Indian rich in a way that I'm,
saying nigger rich. Word. Right. I get it. I get what you're saying. I smell what you're cooking.
You smell what the Rock is cooking?
I do.
There you go.
Yeah. But anyway, in Lucknow, India.
All right. Where's that?
I think it could be the South. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not familiar with all the provinces in India. But two brothers, and this is what's this always reminds me of. Remember, Clerks. The movie Clerks. Yeah. Remember what they always said about when they mentioned it like 3 or 4 times in the movie about somebody sticking gum in the locks.
Right. Sure.
What did they say?
What?
They go, why don't you open up the shutters? And he said, well, because somebody stuck gum in the lock.
Yeah.
And they'd say what?
I don't remember.
Bunch of savages in this town.
Right.
Well, this is what I think about when I read stories like this. Bunch of savages.
Yeah, no shit. By the way, Lucknow is on the northern border, just under the, I don't know what you call it, the tall piece.
The tall piece.
It's like a tall, the thing looks like a V sort of.
Sure.
And then there's like a flat area on the right side, and then it goes up to a top thing. Lucknow it's north, but it's not as north as you might think. So this might be an average town.
Okay, it's kind of like at the border.
Yeah, it's on the border of Nepal.
All right. Two brothers Oh, it says it right here in the story, northern India.
Okay.
So this is in the more advanced area of
India. And it's away from Pakistan.
Okay. 2 brothers in northern India beheaded their teenage sister.
Wow.
And carried her head through the village because they disapproved of her romantic relationship with a cousin.
All kinds of wrong.
So
is there anything right to this?
No, of course not.
So, 2 brothers cut off their sister's head.
Correct.
Because they didn't like who she was dating.
Correct. Well, she was dating a cousin.
Oh, and she's dating a relative.
Yes.
Oh, not very nice.
Right.
Okay.
But even in the most rational sense, I know you don't have any sisters.
No.
But could you, well, I know you have a brother. I met him.
Yeah.
Nice enough guy.
Sure.
Could you imagine disapproving of something your brother did and cutting his head off and then just parading it around on a stick through Twinsburg?
Sure. Absolutely, man. I mean, shit, you should have seen that one time that he fucking stiffed me on a bar check. If I could have found a knife, his ass would have been history.
Sure. I couldn't even imagine.
Yeah. What goes through your head? Where's the part where you just say, you know what, you're a fucking idiot,
well,
and you walk away?
Well, see, this goes to show you how rational sense and thinking does not override ideology.
Yeah.
Ideology is a very dangerous thing. This is why groups like ISIS exist.
Okay.
And what do you want to call suicide bombers?
Yeah, Al-Qaeda.
Yeah, Al-Qaeda. Because they are so steeped in an ideology that rational thought does not even exist.
Right.
Well, here in this case...
You sounded very liberal, by the way, on this.
Who does?
You.
Me?
Yeah.
I don't sound liberal at all.
Dude, you're fucking dissing on all the religion.
Please.
You got to leave equal space for all religions.
Please. I'm for the thinking person, not somebody who just follows along just because whatever was written.
Yeah, you're for no religions because all of it is fucking nonsense. Why don't we just call it what it is? If you want to believe in fucking ghosts, then believe in ghosts. But don't fucking make it into anything that affects how you interact with a single person ever.
Right.
Other than your direct family, I guess. But, you know, anybody outside of your house, you shouldn't ever use it, no matter what your religion is, whether it's Islam or Christian or whatever these fucking goofs in India, you know.
Well, they're Hindu.
Taoism, whatever it is. Hindu.
Hindu.
Yeah. You know, all that stuff is dumb. All of it is dumb. If you're making decisions based on some book that you didn't see the author write it, then you're an idiot. It's that simple.
Right.
And even if you did see the author write it, like these Scientology fucks, they're dumb too. You're just dumb if you practice the practicality of your life is based on some fucking thing that you can't prove, then you're stupid.
Right.
You're just an idiot. Sorry.
At least a dozen people watched as 17-year-old Phoot, Phoot.
Yeah. Last name Fungus?
No.
Fungus?
No. Phoot Jihan. That's Jehan.
Phoot Jihan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was dragged out of her
girl.
Yeah, it's the girl.
Foot Jihan is a girl.
Yes.
All right.
She was dragged out of her house.
All right.
Beaten and beheaded by her brothers late Monday.
Jeez, oh man.
But they did not inform the police officer Rashish Singh, Singh.
Okay.
The crime was reported by a local security guard.
Wow.
Police have been unable to find the two brothers.
Hold on for a minute. Why would the brothers report themselves to the cops?
No, what I'm saying is that, let's see, they did not inform, but they did not inform the police.
Yeah. Why would they?
I guess, I don't know. I don't know if the police are like the what do you want to call the keepers of the moral code?
Oh, I guess.
I don't know. Like they took their Nathan, we're going to tell you this is an outrage.
Yes.
Holy shit, that's funny.
Those fucking square glasses.
I know. So apparently what they're saying is that rather than take the quote unquote the law into their own hands,
yeah,
they should have informed the police. She's dating our cousin and we disapprove.
Yeah, so off with her head.
I don't know what the deal is. These people are fucking savages. That's all I can tell you.
What did they do to the guy? To the cousin?
Well, they didn't. It doesn't say here, but police have been unable to find the two brothers. Their ages were not clear, but they were both older than their sister.
Oh, wow.
After beheading Jihan,
yeah,
Nanhe and Gut Hassan.
Nanhe and Gut Hassan.
Yeah, Guthassan.
Yeah, that's Gut Hassan.
Gut Hassan.
Yeah.
Left their sister's body in the street.
Damn it.
And roamed around the village with her head, shouting that they were against the relationship.
Jeez.
How fucked is that you're so outraged?
And that's shocking and outrageous. I'll give them that. That's a good place for those words.
That our sister is dating a cousin that we disapprove of. Yeah. So we're going to fucking cut off her head.
Yeah.
And we're going to put it on a stick.
If my sister was dating Jared Fogle and feeding him 5-year-olds.
Right.
Cutting her fucking head off.
Right.
Jesus.
I'm just dying over here. So I can't even imagine what would go through your head to think that you can just cut somebody's head off.
Yeah.
And walk around a village holding it up going, we disapprove of her fucking our cousin.
She won't do that again.
Right.
Bitch.
We stopped this adulterous asshole.
That's right. Now feed that body to that cow walking the street commanding fucking worship.
Exactly.
Fucking sick fucks.
And they are.
They really are.
Honor killings are common. Honor killings.
That's an honor killing?
That's what they said. Because it brings disgrace or dishonor to the family. And
whacking your sister's head off doesn't?
No, that's perfectly fine.
That's okay.
You're totally justified for doing that.
Yeah, well, and I'm not saying what she was doing was right either, but Jesus Christ. I think if you got to take A to B, I think I'm okay with my sister fucking my cousin.
Right.
I mean, you got sister fucking cousin on one side. If you had to tell a story at a, you meet a girl. All right, let's do this. Let's just say we'll call this imaginary girl. We'll say Taylor. And you go meet her 39-year-old mother, who's still younger than you. And you go to this dinner, and you have this dinner, and now you have to share a bad story about your family past, okay? So your choices are, story number 1, I cut off my sister's fucking head to honor the family. Or B, my sister's banging my cousin. Which story would you feel most comfortable in telling?
I think I could deal with my sister's banging my cousin.
I think that might be the right choice. I don't think there's any honor in that killing.
Right.
None. What the hell?
Honor killings are common across India, but such brutal slayings are extremely rare.
Right. Yeah,
they're common yet rare. That doesn't make any sense at all to me.
You know those rare common things that always happen?
Exactly.
It happens all the time. You know, it's fairly rare, but common that my phone rings.
Sure.
Dumb writing.
Nathan's got the photo in the in the chat room. Bunch of savages in this town.
It's funny.
As India modernizes rapidly. Yeah. we're only in 2015.
Yeah, they're modernizing. They're all the way up to the 1600s.
Exactly.
Wow.
It finds itself in the midst of huge social turmoil as young people challenge accepted social norms. This is a social norm.
Social norm?
Hey, if you date your cousin, we're going to cut your head off.
They've advanced to the teachings of Eric the Red by now.
Right.
Jesus fucking Christ. Really?
As more people attempt to break from tradition, tradition, there's no thought involved. We just follow whatever we've been doing all these years. Hey, it's just the way we do things around here.
That's right.
Do you think that's wrong for cutting somebody's head off? Well, it's the way we've always done it.
Meanwhile, in this country, you go to jail if you won't bake a fag of cake.
Exactly. They face backlash, often violent, especially in rural areas.
Right.
India also is considered one of the harshest places in the world for women.
Really?
With female infanticide and child marriage still common.
You're going to say that that's tougher than, Donald Trump making a fucking period joke? Are you really saying that?
Well, she was bleeding out of her, whatever.
Are you really saying that that's less harsh than getting your head cut off because you're fucking your cousin?
Right.
I think you're a little misguided, Neeley.
The United Nations Gender Inequality Index places India next to last.
Yeah, behind us here in the States.
Yeah, above only Saudi Arabia based on labor, reproductive health, education, and politics.
In some circles in the United States, though, women don't get paid as much as guys.
That's what I understand.
So clearly this study is wrong. The Indians are way more sophisticated than we are.
Sure they are.
Jesus.
The index does not consider issues of violence.
Oh, no? Would this be an issue of violence? She didn't fight back.
Right. While the brothers are on the run, police have detained Jihan's cousin to question him.
To question him about what?
Well, we'll find out what the hell's going on.
What's he going to say?
I don't know.
He's going to say, give me a turtleneck and get me the fuck out of here.
Right. So there you go.
The brothers will come back and just give him a stern talking to.
Sure.
Hey, don't do that again if we ever have another sister.
Yeah, we're going to cut your head off next time, pal.
They won't get that crazy.
Right.
He's an animal like
well, he's a dude.
Yeah, he's a guy. He has rights.
Sure.
Fucking savages.
Well, what a bunch of... Can you imagine in 2015 this bullshit still going on?
That's stupid. Well, and what's crazy is that it comes here, and they do it here too.
Sure.
We've seen a few stories of fucking Muslims and Indians and whatnot whacking heads off for family disputes. What is it with the whacking of the head off?
Well, because it's they gotta
yes, take names.
They got to defend the family honor.
I guess there's a lot of honor in that family.
You know what? And I'm going to make a statement here.
Yeah.
I know everybody thinks Donald Trump is a goof for his run at the presidential thing.
Sure.
I'm voting for that fucking guy.
Are you?
Yeah, absolutely.
There you go.
I like that guy. At least he's got enough nuts to say, you know what? This fucking stuff's got to quit. Stop.
Well, see, I think you're looking at it the wrong way, though. These guys had enough nuts to cut their sister's head off for fucking acting out.
Right.
You should be voting for an Indian.
Sure.
Don't you have Magoo Dinesh on the card or something?
No, I just have D's nuts on the card.
I'd vote for D's nuts over Magoo Dinesh. That's for damn sure.
And again, my disdain for Indians has nothing to do with their race.
Yeah.
It's their behavior.
Right.
Behavior.
Yeah. Yeah, if it was an American family, you'd still hate that guy.
I would hate that guy too. I don't care if he was white or whatever. If he did the same damn thing.
Carried away, Neeley. Jeez.
If he didn't have AIDS.
It's not a black woman, for God's sake. Right. Jeez. There's no AIDS. But this woman might have. I mean, she was brown skinned. Think they wore gloves to protect from the AIDS?
I don't know.
I'm never letting go of that, by the way. I am going to fucking tease that fucking line coming out of your mouth for the next 10 years.
That's okay with me. I got statistics to back it up.
Yeah, go ahead with your statistics. Those statistics don't mean nothing when you got a fresh vag in front of you and you ain't got a clue where it's been. They don't mean shit. You are not 90% less likely to get AIDS fucking that white chick that's standing in front of you, unless you've seen every minute of her life.
Right.
You're just as likely to get fucking sick from that fucking tainted puss.
Sure.
Stop with your stats.